Okay, why discipline feels so heavy when the control comes first? The interesting topic to discuss. The thing is, control and discipline, these two things, they are not equal. So, control, this is something that is a theory based thing. So, when you're scared of getting overweight, when you're scared of losing the job, and you do your best, push the limits, push everything, not to make it happen. But the identity based, which is discipline, this is the thing that is manageable by your choice, that is managed by your wishes, by your consciousness, and the way you understand whether this is exactly what you need to do now. Let's break it down. As the person who was born in Kazakhstan, living in Ukraine, I have to say we have two, like, this is about post-Soviet Union countries, okay? We have two types of people. The first type, it's about super lazy bones. They care about nothing. They are living their best life, like, on the sofa, getting McDonald's every day, whatever. I do not judge. We're all super different. And the second type of people, these are the people who are willing to get the best of this life. So they're ready, to eat, to do more than they can chew, to prove that they are worth good job, they are worth this money, they are worth of praise, they are worth of attention, blah 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 blah. And of course, when you're playing game of the second type of this post-Soviet Union representatives, you realize, like, you're playing some kind of game, when you never know when you finally have the very last piece of your energy, and then you just break down. So this is exactly my example. I hope that's going to inspire you for not doing this, and just understanding that everything has its own outline. Everything has got its own formula that we always have to keep in mind to feel our best life, the happier life ever. The very first point, I was deeply bullied in my childhood for not being, beautiful enough, smart enough, being, like a bit overweight, whatever. And it took me like about 15 years to heal these traumas. Long enough, agreed. But there are so many people that haven't healed that yet just because they don't know what's going on with them. And the interesting point, at some day when I was working my shifts, when that was too much, like I used to be very responsible. I'm responsible enough. But that day, that momentum, I was too much. I got the hospital. I was feeling bad. I got this bottle dropping, vomiting all the time, and thinking of my life because finally my body told me no. And it all came from control. I tried to control myself. My body told me, no, we are giving up. I'm like, no, you're gonna do this for sure. At some point, I started thinking what I can do to make myself feel better, to live a better life, conscious life. Started learning meditation. I started learning this kind of like a spirituality thing. And it realized, like, like that was a nice journey of self discovery. And it turned out that I have these boundaries. I'm good with this, I'm not good with that. I don't want to talk to these people. I don't want to meet these colleagues. I don't want to do this, that. I want this body. I want this job. I want to do this because it makes me feel happy. When you understand who you are, who you are becoming, where you're going, you become like, you make this to-do list, what you need to accomplish to get this B point, your final destination. And when you have this plan, you're like, okay, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 5:15 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, I've got Ashtanga yoga. It's pretty tough, to wake up early in the morning, especially in the winter when it's like completely dark outside. But you always remember it's all because of me, not because I push myself, because of me, because I feel good doing this. I feel good afterwards. I see the progress, I see the result, and it perfectly aligns with my goals. What I'm just trying to say, we all come from different nationalities, we all come from different countries, we all have some traumas, but we definitely have to remember that we are unique human beings, okay? We have to take some time to discover ourselves, to understand who we are, where we are going. Then our wishes, make the plan. And control is a good thing, but when it's a manageable control, okay? Like this manageable. Because remember, too much is not good for anyone. When you have too strict diet, it leads to binge eating. When your schedule is too tight, it leads to burnout. When it's too much, the person breaks down. That's it. Simple. By self consciousness, by self discovery, you understand what steps you need to take, make the plan, and follow the plan. Discipline, this is something that you do constantly, permanently to reach your goal. I hope that was useful for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave the comments in the section below. Thank you.